I see it as a sexist smear. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, President Trump should resign. These allegations are credible. They are numerous.
It was a sexist smear attempting to silence my voice. And I will not be silenced on this issue. Neither will the women who stood up to the president yesterday, and neither will the millions of women who have been marching since the Women's March to stand up against policies they do not agree with.
I think that the president is very obvious. This is the same sentiment that the president has expressed many times before when he has exposed the corruption of the entire political system. If you look back at past comments that this president has made, he's used that same terminology many times in reference to men. There's no way that this is sexist at all.
Get out and vote for Roy Moore. Do it. Do it. In Alabama, we have come so far with too many things. And there's this saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Alabama's not going to let that shame happen again.
You know what they want to do? They want to destroy Judge Roy Moore, and you know why? They want to take your voice away.
One of our attorneys is a Jew. Fake news, they are the ones that are embarrassing. And they should be ashamed for getting involved in this election for our opponent. Fake news would tell you that we don't care for Jews. I tell you all this because I've seen it all, so I just want to set the record straight while they're here. One of our attorneys is a Jew. Fake news would also have you think that my husband doesn't support the black community. We have many friends that are black.
The men and women of our military operate as one team. There is no room for prejudice, no place for bigotry, and no tolerance for hate.
I don't know anything more backward than telling men and women who want to serve in our all-volunteer army that they can't serve because of their gender identity in the military. It just doesn't make any sense.
Out there, taking our message to the voters, listening to voters, understanding what they want to hear, talking about those kitchen table issues that are important to the voters of this state on a daily basis. Look at my resume. Well, let me tell you folks, my resume, I'm not one that got kicked out of office twice.
Get out and vote for Roy Moore. Do it. Do it. Well, we have a man who's going to be a great senator, and I'm very happy with that.
I am going to support the party and the nominee, who happens to be Roy Moore, and we hope that he'll get to the Senate.
Just because you're a member of a political party doesn't mean you agree 100% with what some other office holder or candidate for offices feels.
You know, how the press portrays them is not necessarily the individual that they are. Allegations sound pretty credible to me. And if I were Roy Moore, and I'm not, I would resign as being a candidate.
I will not be voting for Judge Moore.
I believe that it was appropriate for me to withdraw my endorsement, and I think it's obviously in the hands of the voters.
Roy Moore should step aside. The women who come forward are entirely credible. He's obviously not fit to be in the United States Senate.
Do you believe that Judge Moore should be in the Senate?
I'm going to let the people of Alabama make the call.
I've heard enough. I believe the women. We can't stop him from being seated. If there was an investigation and all 6 members of the committee said they believe he was a child molester, that'd be a problem.
I think these charges are very serious. I think these accusers are very credible.
This information is before the voters of Alabama, and if they elect him,
and then you, as a Senate, have ethics hearings to remove him from office or something like that, that gets more complicated.
If the allegations are true, then that Roy Moore should step aside. The president feels that he would rather have a person that supports his agenda versus somebody who opposes his agenda every step of the way.
Ted Cruz pulled his support for Judge Moore. That is huge.
If the voters of Alabama choose to elect him for some Washington politicians to say, we don't care what the voters say, I think that would be a mistake.
What about Al Franken?
You know what, these allegations are serious, and they keep coming up.
Well, he denies it. Look, he denies it. I think he's going to do very well. We don't want to have a liberal Democrat in Alabama, believe me.